Hey, good morning. Popsy Fix It here. This morning we got to work around the farm a little bit, do a repair to the chicken coop, put a cover over the cage part of it because we got a couple new girls that think that they can just jump up there and escape whenever they want. And then we're also going to add a shade cloth, make them a little more comfy on this 4th of July weekend. Stay tuned as we have a little fun.
Popsy Fix It.
All right, Popsy Fix It here. We're in the chicken coop. We're gonna start putting up some of this little mesh on top of the cage to keep the young chickens from flying out. We got a couple young girls that think that they can just fly out whenever they want. And they only seem to do it because they're able to sit on this top rail. So just hang out with me here and we'll get started with this party. Rotate the camera around a little bit. So I'm gonna start over in this corner. Spinning around there. Check my scene. Yep. Look, we look good. All right, now here's a quick tool tip for you. When you're using zip ties for something like this, you want to make sure that they are UV resistant when you're outside. Get this right up in this area. Zip tie. Let's go ahead and get it all started, and then we can come back and trim tails on the zip ties as we need. Stretch that out over to here. It's not going to take much to keep her in. Just a little visual barrier for her, and she'll be right in this area. The other fencing is too narrow on top for her to feel confident in landing on it. So we really don't have to worry about that. All right, we got that started. Let's go ahead and trim these zip ties off as we go. And then I don't want my chickens eating them, so I'm gonna keep all my trash right there in my pocket. Okay. Now we're gonna drop back, do the same thing again. So we're gonna pull off from to start with for a moment. Get that off. Get it the zip tie. Tighten that down. Nip it. Second tool tip of the day: when you're working with your zip tie bag, instead of opening the top where they all fall out on you, like they just did, keep that zipped up nice. Cut you a slit in your bag, then you can reach in, get one. If you're done with it, you can put it right back. Stores it neat and clean. Change camera angle a little bit for you, since we're not in that corner anymore. Let's check our shot. All right, come over here. We got to catch this corner up. Pull that netting down on the outside. Come all the way over to like this corner. Put just a little tension on it. Pull a little loop right there. And put it as a zip tie. There we go. You can go trim out that excess here in a minute. Put that. We're gonna come over here. And I think we're gonna have to adjust this corner. Gonna try to give you a little preview. Got the netting up just enough where it clears the gate. Of course, that might change as it sinks and sags. But you can come in here and look. And it's probably hard to tell, but we pulled a couple little pinch points here and there in the center just to kind of stitch it together, make it a continuous roof. Help keep the wild birds out and our domesticated birds in. And the reason I call them domesticated birds is they're little government chickens. Mom comes out with a snack and they come running right over to the fence, waiting for their handout. So let's go get the shade cloth out of the barn and we'll get that started. All right, we're back in the barn. We're gonna need to get our rope, side bites, and we got a lighter in our pocket to singe the ends of our rope. All right, Popsy back here. Let's get this shade cloth stretched out, start getting it the way we want it. I'll take this one corner and I'm gonna go start it over here by the camera off the corner of this door. Let's cut it. Cutting it with side bites or diagonal cutters is way easier. Get you a way cleaner cut. Then you're gonna get your little cigarette lighter out of your pocket. You should always carry a little cigarette lighter, keeps you prepared. You're going to singe the end of it. Be careful not to burn yourself. And what that's going to do is just going to keep that from unraveling. We're going to take our rope, double it over, make a loop through the D-ring, pull our long tail through, pull our short tail through, grab them both, cinch that down. Then we're just going to take and wrap a simple like backer knot. We're just going to take it over the cord and through the cord and pull that down, and that's just going to create a little bite, which is like a little backer knot to keep that tail from slipping out. Simple knot. And we want our seam on the bottom. We're going to come over here, go around the dog cage, turn you around here. For now we're just going to tie a simple taunt line hitch. So we're going to go one time through, two times through, three times through, and then we're going to come around the back. We're going to go one time through the outside, pull our slack out. That's going to get us a bite. Then as we pull, it's going to bite down. That's going to give us adjustability. Turn your back out here. We're going to do the same thing over here. That will not slip once it gets tight. All right. Now let's start pulling some slack out this way. Up and over the place up. Just going to take it over to this corner. Through the fence. A little bit of tension. Something like that. Now we just got this last corner to contend with. And that's going to work out about perfect. Hey, all right, Popsy back here. We got done putting up all of our toys and tools. Man, I tell you what, it is sultry as ever out here already, but it is a beautiful morning. There you go. Shade cloth's already working. Look how shady it is under there. Them little girls are gonna be so comfortable this summer. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you all have a blessed 4th of July weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Popsy out.